Dear student, today we just discussed some questions which is exactly given in KVS 2023 Math PGT question paper. Actually, all the questions that I have collected from some students and from different sources. And the question is basically if we analyze the question paper. So I will start the first questions. Obviously, maybe in different question paper it is given at randomly, but the question related to limit. So one question is given, J, find out the limit x tending to 0 x to the power x. What should be the limit? Okay, of this function x to the power x at x equals to 0. So for solving this question, you just apply limit extending to 0 x to the power x. We can write it as e to the power limit extending to 0 x log x. And after that we can write limit extending to 0 log x by 1 by x. So it is basically infinity by infinity form. So we can apply the L'Hopital rule here, infinity by infinity. So we can apply L'Hopital rule, limit extending to 0, 1 by x, that means d dx of log x by d dx of 1 by x, this is minus 1 by x square. So e to the power limit extending to 0 minus x. So that means e to the power 0 and the value is here 1. So that means limit extending to 0 x to the power x, this value is basically 1. This was one good question that I liked it. The question paper is very tricky. This question is one of the good questions that has been set up by the corresponding board for the KVS PGT examination. That is another question which is given related to the integration. And the second question, this is question number 2, this is question number 1. And question number 2, there is one question like evaluate the integration cos x plus x sin x by x into x plus cos x into x plus cos x. That integration is given. The integration is so simple, and you have just the 4 options. I'm not recall all the options, but what should be the answer that we need to do first? The integration, we can write it x plus cos x and minus x into 1 minus sin x by x into x plus cos x. So this is the simple trick to do this problem. So obviously this is integration of 1 by x dx minus integration of 1 minus sin x by x plus cos x dx. So that means log x minus, this is log of x plus cos x plus c. So basically log of x by x plus cos x plus c. So this is the possible answer. I think this option is given. This option is given. And I think you will strike out the correct answer. I hope you have done it. Next, question number 3. This is also related to the integration. This is given in KVS examination paper. So x square by x square plus 1, x square plus 1 into x square plus 4 dx. So we need to do the integration of this. So again I am saying I am not go to the exact options, but what should be the answer? That is 4 multiple options, 4 options, and you need to strike out one of them, obviously the correct one. So what should be the answer of these questions? So you just arrange it in the form of minus 1/3 integration 1 by 1 plus x square minus 4 by x square plus 4 dx. X square plus, we just break it in that term, and if you see the options, So there should be a clue or hints so that you can break it in that format. This is x square plus 4. Again, minus 4 minus 4 cancel. So minus 4x square. So ultimately x is minus 3x square. You need to multiply by minus 1/3. So this is minus 1/3 tan inverse x, and this is basically 4/3 into half tan inverse x by a, x by 2 plus c. So obviously minus 1/3 tan inverse x plus 2/3 tan inverse x by 2 plus c is integrating constant. And this is the answer of the integration. Similarly, you have given another question paper related to vector. Question number 4. This is a vector cross I cap and the whole square plus j vector cross j cap the whole square plus a vector cross k cap the whole square. So you will see this kind of where obviously a vector is modular. This is equals to a. So this kind of questions is very important for any other examinations, not only in KVS. Obviously, in KVS exam, this question is given. So obviously, the answer will be here. The if you apply a vector whole square equals to a vector cos a vector. So a vector cross dot a vector, you can apply this and you will see the value is basically 3 square minus a square, it will be 2 square. What is a? Where a equals to magnitude of it. So this is the possible, this is the answer which you can strike out. And obviously this is a very common among easy questions which has been set up by the KVS board. Next, we will move to the another question paper, question number 5. So it is just one kind of memory based what I have collected from others that I will try to discuss. What should be the possible answer? ABC, let A vector, B vector and C vector be 3 unit vectors. Be 3 unit vectors and a vector plus b vector plus c vector, this is equals to 0. And then what should be the value? Then the value of a dot b plus b dot c plus c dot a is, there is option A says 0, option B is 3 by 2, option C is minus 3 by 2, and option D is say 2 by 3. So just I have give you the hints. A plus B plus C, that whole square equals to A vector plus B vector plus C vector dot A vector plus B vector plus C vector. If we use the distributive law, so obviously this is basically A vector square plus B vector magnitude square plus C vector magnitude square minus 2 A dot B plus B dot C plus C dot A. So obviously from this you can just recall A dot B plus B dot C plus C dot A. This is equals to, here A plus B plus is 0, vector is given. So this is 0 minus obviously here 2 will be 0 minus 3. So obviously the value will be A vector dot B vector plus B vector dot C vector plus C vector dot A vector. This will be minus 3 by 2. So obviously the correct option is minus 3 by 2. Next we will move the another questions. The question is basically related to the number of roots, number of real roots. So this is question number 5. Question number 6, number of real roots of the equation x minus 1 whole square, x minus 2 whole square, x minus 3 whole square equals to 0. So number of real roots. So how many real roots of the equation have? This is the questions. So say you just consider option is 0, option B is 1, and option C is 2, and option D is 3. So obviously you just solve for this equation, just you expand all the terms here, all the whole square term, so you will get 3x square minus 12x plus 14 equals to 0. 14 equals to 0. So obviously you need to calculate the discriminant. So discriminant D equals to B square minus 4AC, and here you just compare it with x square plus bx plus c equals to 0. So obviously you will get the value of a, b, c. So minus 12 whole square minus 4 into 3 multiple 14. So obviously just calculate it, this value will be negative, obviously less than 0, and hence we can conclude the given equation has no real root. No real root. So number of real roots, or maybe the equation number of real roots is 0, or maybe we can say that no real root. So obviously option E is correct and all other options are false. Next, the question is related to very important question that has been given in PGT KVS, and this question is basically very famous question in complex number, question number 7. The value of the smallest positive integer, the smallest positive integer n such that 1 plus I by 1 minus I whole to the power n, this is equals to 1, is the option, many option is given. So one option is there, the value is 4, one option is there, the value is 2. So we just calculate 1 plus I by 1 minus I, this value will be 1 plus I whole square by 1 minus I into 1 plus I. Just to calculate it, this will be 2I by 1 minus 2. So 1 minus I into 1 minus I square. So this value is 2. So obviously I. So just you think 1 plus I by 1 minus I whole to the power n. So obviously I to the power n. So we know I to the power 1 equals to I square equals to minus 1, I cube equals to minus I, and I to the power 4 equals to 1. So 4 is the smallest positive integer. So such that 1 plus I by 1 minus I whole to the power n, that value will be n. So this is very interesting, and that is also one questions related to complex analysis. The question was very nice. Just to recall this, the question number, it will be question number 8. Question number 8. The question is basically given. Z is a complex number. Z is a complex number such that I plus z by 1 minus z, that modulus is basically 1. I plus z or 1 minus z, this modulus 1, or maybe the question is like that, z minus I by z plus 1, this is equals to basically 1. Maybe this is given, or this, because it is memorized based. Sometimes there is maybe some kind of mistakes will be there for memorizing all the type of the terms. Obviously when you will see the actual question paper later, you will correct it, but the question is similarly like the question paper 8. So then there is option z lies on a circle in the complex plane, or z lies on a straight line, where now the question is like where z lies. It may be straight line or maybe circle. So in that question, if you solve it, just to recall one kind of fact. The fact is, this basic fact is basically z is a complex number. Z is a complex number such that mod of z minus I by z plus 1, this is equals to k. Then the points z then the points Z lies in the circle or on a circle, lies on a circle if k not equals to 1, and the point Z lies on a straight line if k equals to 1. I hope you have one option. The option is basically Z lies on a straight line. So this option will be correct. The answer is basically Z lies on a straight line because since the value of k equals to 1. This is quite obvious and quite easy question paper, and you have given many more questions like that from complex analysis. And complex analysis, one question is related to the multiplicative inverse. Question number 9, multiplicative inverse. The multiplicative inverse of the complex number 3 plus 2i. What should be the multiplicative? That is option. Just you think about this basic recall. Z mod z square equals to 1, z bar equals to 1. So obviously here z bar is treated as the multiplicative inverse. So z bar is basically 1 by z. So we need to calculate this 1 by z quantity. So 1 by z equals to 1 by 3 plus 2i. So that means 3 minus 2i by 3 plus 2i multiple 3 minus 2i. So it will be 3 by 13 minus 2 by 39. That will be the answer which is given, I think, in one option. Next, some question is given from determinant. The question was very simple. Question number 10. The value of the determinant. The question is so simple. 5 square, 5 cube, 5 to the power 4. 5 cube, 5 to the power 4, 5 to the power 5, and 5 to the power 4, 5 to the power 5, and 5 to the power 6. Is option A is, I just don't recall what is given the option, but there is option 0. So that option will be the correct 0, because we just take common 5 square from first row and 5 cube from second row, and 5 to the power 4 from third row. So 5 square, 5 cube, and 5 to the power 4. So 155 square, 155 square, and 155 square. So you just see all those rows are basically identical, and obviously this determinant value is 0. So obviously the determinant is basically 0. So it is obviously a simple question. Just I have discussed 10 questions and post many more videos like that. And obviously I hope you have done very well. And I wish you best of luck so that you can succeed in your future career. And obviously I hope you will got high marks in this examination. Thank you so much, and so tata bye bye.